You're a little small. I hope big things come in this small package. Let's find out. Welcome back to my channel. In today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at Transformers Kingdom Core Class Rattrap. And if you're new around here, please remember to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment. With that being said, let's get started. And we're going to start off with the face sculpt for the Beast mode. And it looks pretty accurate to a rat. So especially from the cartoon, so it looks pretty accurate. His front feet look pretty cool. They don't move. It's just one solid piece here. But then on the back his back feet, they do have some posability and everything, and it can do a full 360. I'm just not going to do that, but they can do that. And then the tail locks in as one single piece as well, due to the pin and the rest of the transformation and everything like that. So it kind of just sits there just like that. It doesn't really do a whole lot of things like the Deluxe and Voyager classes do from the Kingdom Beast line. So let's bring in Cheetor and Optimus and take a look at them in a comparison with them. Here we have them next to each other, and Rattrap fits in scale-wise with the Beast mode next to Cheetor and Optimus Primal, and it looks pretty good. He is very, very small, not really much posability, like I said earlier. He can sit on the back of Optimus like he did in the cartoon from Beast Wars from here time to time. Kind of, sort of. I mean, the swords kind of help him sit there. And we're going to go ahead and do the transformation. It's very simple because once you really start moving things around, they come apart pretty easily. There's his legs, they do tab in from the side, and as you're moving things around, like untabbing his arm right there, so there are tabs right there that lock into those two bottom holes right there. So that's where that comes into play there, and you're going to fold this back and just leave this alone for right now. Then you come over here, you're going to get his legs all, let's see here, fold that out. I just don't have nails. There we go. So that's how you're going to do that. Just to get them all ready to go, straighten them out. There we go. I think his legs are bent around the wrong way there, but workable. There we go. Then what you're going to do, see this popped out the head then, so you're just going to fold this in. This is on a hinge then. Going to bring that up and just going to lock in like that. His arms, there's a slot right here that tabs into that slot. That's what helps the transformation go pretty steady. But once you bring up his arms and get them up here, these things don't lock in, and that is the only thing I've found so far with Rattrap to be a problem. Everything else I do like how they're able to make him a core class and make him smaller, but he looks really show accurate from the back. And then what you're going to do with the tail then, oh, I'm sorry, and you're just going to leave it just like that when you're done. And we're going to take a look at the head sculpt here, and as you can see, it's very Beast Wars accurate. It looks just like Rattrap from the cartoon from season 1 and slight beginning of season 2, right before he was changed. He does have double jointed knees. He does have a little bit of ankle articulation there, due to more for his transformation and everything. That's why he gets that. Can kick forward all the way. Looks pretty good. He does have 90-degree bend at the elbow. Does have shoulder movement, but if you pull down at all, that pulls that, and it doesn't. This piece doesn't lock in. So that's the only gripe I've had with this figure so far. Overall, it is very show accurate. So I hope they actually have that for Kingdom itself, and not we get a toy that looks like him, but it's not what we get in the show instead. The backpack is backpack, He does come with a weapon. He can store his weapon. There's a peg right here, and it does store right in there. Just want to peg that in, and he can have weapon storage there, and it does blend in a little bit, but you can tell it pops out a little bit of pull on that, and I think he comes out pretty good for a core class figure. I wish they would have maybe bumped him up to a deluxe and kept him his size and just gave us a lot of like blast effects or something extra to get, plus a little bit of re-engineering with right here with his forearms. I know they do have his maximal symbol there, but I was wishing his forearm pieces right there can fold up, where he can get his demolition charges out like he did in the show and use them, but unfortunately he's just a little too small for the core class for that kind of capability. But overall, the weapon here is pretty accurate to the show. I just wish there was a little bit more color to it, maybe, but the molded detail is there. Looks very, very accurate. And like I said, he gets the weapon storage. It's pretty cool. And his weapon is supposed to be about this size compared to him, because I remember, when he's shooting and everything, that gun is about that accurate. So, spot on. And here we have Cheetor and Optimus Primal next to Rattrap, just to get an idea how he scales in robot mode next to them. And for the most part, I think this is accurate from Beast Wars Season 1. I think he was that small. It seems about right, because since Optimus is this big, because I know Dinobot's even taller, so Rattrap should come up to about Dinobot's kneecap then, give or take, So this, he's that small until he hits Season 2 with turning into a Transmetal, where he does get a little bit bigger. But, that's pretty cool. Overall, this figure is very show accurate in robot mode. Beast mode is pretty close, pretty cool, The only thing I have is I wish there was a little bit more articulation with the front of the feet, maybe. And also maybe do something different with this backpack. But I understand you can store the weapon in the back. And he does have this part of the backpack. That was always normal with him. The articulation with the feet are fine. The knee joints are fine. The thigh is even fine. He has enough flexibility in his legs, again, in some different poses and everything. I just think the biggest problem is there's no lock-in for this shoulder. So when you go to adjust, see, I'm just trying to keep his extend his arm a little bit, and I gotta readjust. But once you get them right and you just kind of push them back and you get it, you can get some decent, move his hands and get them in the right poses too. But he is a little limited, but overall I think the transformation is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun, as long as you do it right. If you do something slightly off, if you forget to peg this slot thing here into this and this peg here, and you go to do the transformation, you will not be able to plug in the holes right here to plug in at that last part. They won't go, and you're going to not understand why. So you got to make sure that part gets done properly. Notice that. But overall, it's a really good figure. Like I said, he's one of my favorite. Just can't wait to get my hands on Dinobot, and I'd like to actually see that G1 version of Inferno, even though I would like the Beast Wars version of Inferno, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is very show accurate. I'm happy with this purchase. I hope anybody watching this does help. If this helps with them buying it or not sure, But overall, this is an awesome figure for a $9.99 retail price. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. I'll be bringing more Transformer content very soon. And that's it.